As we step into 2025, Nigerians can't help but look back at 2024, a year that will be remembered for its devastating struggles. The year closed with haunting images of deadly food stampedes in Anambra, Abuja and Oyo states, starkly revealing just how dire the situation had become for millions. It wasn't just the stampedes. From protests to skyrocketing insecurity, 2024 was a year marked by growing frustration and hardship for everyday citizens. The roots of this turmoil: economic collapse, government policies gone wrong, and a nation on the edge. Let's take a closer look at the key events that defined 2024 and left Nigerians questioning what comes next. The year 2024 started with a painful carryover from 2023, the fuel price spike. Premium motor spirit, better known as petrol, surged a shocking 62%, leaping from 185 naira per litre to over 300 naira per litre, leaving Nigerians struggling to keep up with the soaring costs. But the pain didn't stop at the pumps. On April 3rd, the Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission shocked the nation with a massive hike in electricity tariffs. Rates jumped from 66 naira to a whopping 225 naira for 15% of the country's 12 million grid-connected customers. Adebayo Adelabu, Nigeria's Minister of Power, seemed unfazed by the public backlash, stating the country lacked the culture of power consumption management due to its previous affordability.
Or if possible, we need to have individual state grid, which will be insulated from the national grid. If there's a disturbance or a partial collapse or a full collapse of the national grid, why we all know about it is because the light will go out and the consumers will feel that there's a problem. But the moment there is a backup or there is a failover in each of the states, nobody will know that there is a problem with the grid.
As if economic struggles weren't enough, the country stirred up even more anger when the National Assembly pushed through a bill to revert to Nigeria's old national anthem. The bill was signed into law by President Tinubu on May 28. The move was widely criticized as a step backward into post-colonial nostalgia. Many Nigerians are yet to even learn the new anthem, leaving the country divided. By August 2024, frustration reached a boiling point. Nigerians took to the streets in droves demanding an end to the suffocating economic hardship. From August 1st to 10th, and bad governance protests erupted nationwide. What began as a demand for relief from inflation turned into a call for drastic change in government policy. But peaceful protests have a price in Nigeria. Amnesty International reports at least 24 protester deaths and over 1,200 arrests, including a journalist. As if the country didn't have enough to handle, disaster struck again in September. The Alao Dam in Borno State collapsed, unleashing 112 billion liters of water into Maiduguri and surrounding areas. The flood displaced over 1 million people and affected more than 400,000. The devastating impact triggered a wave of national and international aid, totaling 13 billion naira for flood victims. Back to the daily struggle, fuel prices hit over 1,000 naira per litre. Electricity tariffs soared to 225 naira per kilowatt hour, and the national grid failed 12 times in 2024. That's 9 more times than the previous year, leaving Nigerians without power for days on end. These rolling blackouts only added to the already unbearable burden. If Nigerians thought they could catch a break, 2024 had more horror in store. Kidnappings and terror attacks surged to new heights. On March 12, bandits disguised in military uniforms abducted 61 people from Kajuru village in Kaduna. Just over a month later, another attack in Zamfara state left 80 people, mostly women and children, taken hostage. On March 14, the violence reached a peak when 17 Nigerian army officers were slaughtered in a brutal attack during a peacekeeping mission, and it didn't stop there. Students from universities were targeted with kidnappers, seizing 9 students from Confluence University and 20 medical students from Otupo. Northern Nigeria endured a wave of bombings that left many dead and injured in different explosions. Then came the stampedes. In December 2024, 70 Nigerians tragically died during food and gift distribution events in Oyo, Anambra, and Abuja. These events meant to help the poorest citizens instead turned into scenes of panic, chaos, and death. Before this, 17 others had died in Lagos, Nasarawa, and Bauchi during similar events. But not all was lost. Amid the turmoil, Ademola Lookman gave Nigerians something to smile about, clinching the Confederation of African Football Men's Player of the Year award. His triumph became a beacon of hope, with Nigerians proudly sharing the news across social media. 2024 will go down in history as a year marked by chaos, devastation, and unwavering resilience. But as Nigeria continues to battle through economic despair and political unrest, its people remain determined to forge ahead.